We've seen rain, snow in portions of the Commonwealth today. Now our attention turns to the cold and windy conditions in your first alert forecast coming up.
Plus, the manhunt continues for the gunman who shot and killed the CEO of United Healthcare. And tonight, police are releasing new images of the person they're looking for.
And Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy bringing Trump's Doge plan to Capitol Hill today. So what does it entail? We're breaking it all down coming up. And breaking at 4, the tsunami warning for California and Oregon has been lifted. It was put in place after a 7.0 magnitude earthquake hit northern California. It happened around 10:45 in the morning. That's Pacific time. So far, there have been no reports of significant damage or injury. All right, first at 4, our top story here locally on the other side of the coast here. Our first snowfall of the season, depending on where you live. You might have seen a few inches or maybe just a dusting, but no matter where you are right now, you can see here the storm is leaving.
But not before causing some pretty tricky travel for the morning commute. This was on 95 in Newton, Needham area. The mix of rain and snow brought traffic to a crawl across many parts of the state.
And good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm Colton Bradford.
And I'm Priscilla Casper. We have live team coverage for you this afternoon. Our John Maroney is live in Worcester, where crews are cleaning up from the storm. But we're going to check in with him in just a little bit.
Yes, but first, let's send things over to First Alert meteorologist Demis Brown. Demis, how much snow did we get here?
Yeah, there were several areas that got several inches of snow, especially the farther west you are from Boston. But a little closer to Boston, you'll notice a trace at Logan. But there were some areas I saw almost about a half an inch toward Waltham and Foxborough. But the big amounts of snow.
Well, right now at 4:30, this morning's winter storm has come and gone, leaving behind this winter wonderland. We're going to tell you how much snow fell across the state.
Plus, Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy were on Capitol Hill earlier today, meeting with lawmakers about their newly coined Department of Government Efficiency, or DOGE. So what is this group all about? Sue O'Connell is here to explain.
And 6 months in space, local astronaut Sunita Williams is still stuck on the International Space Station. We have an update on her return. And we're back here at 4:30 with your first alert forecast. Really, what everybody is talking about, the snow, it has come and gone this afternoon, but it really made a mess on the roads this morning. This is video from 95 South in the Newton Needham area during that AM commute. Hopefully you drove safe to work this morning with no problems. Thanks for staying with us this half hour. I'm Priscilla Casper.
And I'm Colton Bradford. Let's send things over to First Alert meteorologist Demis Brown. Demis, how much snow are we talking here? What were the jackpot areas?
Jackpot areas in Worcester County. Some areas saw up to 8 to 9 inches of snow, whereas for Boston, Logan's Airport, just a trace. So we had a wide range, but as advertised, we would see higher amounts the farther west that you were away from greater Boston. So you'll see what's happening on First Alert radar.